Hi, this is Morten from the Danish folk Viking metal band VANSIND, and you are listening to The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International. And I want to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio with its 13th anniversary.
Morten, it's a great pleasure to have you here at the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International. It's so great. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing very nice here.
I'd like to congratulate you with your debut EP, 1013. First of all, I'd like to ask you, how has the pandemic been handled in Denmark, Morten, and how are you guys' vaccination going?
Well, the pandemic has been handled, I think, well. Probably depends on who you ask, but we have been pretty much locked down on different levels for the last year or so, and things are gradually beginning to open now. The vaccinations have been ongoing for a couple of months, and it's progressing nicely, I think. And we haven't had too many problems, although when everything is locked down, it sort of gets to you, and it's changed our lives somewhat. But yeah, I think overall we've probably handled it quite well.
Okay. Morten, I want to thank the drummer, Danny Jelsgaard, for getting me in contact with you. But talking about you, Morten, you are busy with other projects as well besides VANSIND. Please explain.
I'm not busy with anything besides VANSIND at the moment. But I have been playing music for almost 25 years, so I've had all sorts of experiences with all sorts of different genres and bands. For now, these past 2 years, VANSIND is my only project that is active.
Okay. Denmark is a great country. Yes, responsible for great band in the history of heavy metal scene. As you know, Morten, looking back, bands like Merciful Fate, King Diamond, Pretty Mage, Artillery, Conqueror, Saturnus, Wuthering Heights, Manticora, Volbeat, Art of Oblivion, and the most recently, Mother of All. How do you see the metal scene in your country? I mean, especially talking about folk metal.
Yeah, I think it's true. We're quite a small country, considering I think we've had quite a number of good metal bands and rock bands over the years. And certainly the ones you mentioned are certainly among the greatest. You have to mention Lars Ulrich of Metallica, I guess, although it's not a Danish band. But the metal scene in this country, I think it's living. Although with COVID over the last year, much of the live scene, of course, has been standing still. But a lot of things are happening in the underground. And when it comes to folk metal, a lot of new bands have emerged over the last year or two.
Okay, but talking about great bands that has rise from the Danish side, Denmark has also seen the birth of great folk metal bands like Huldre, Vanir, Svartsot, Myrkur, and coming out Slagelse, we have VANSIND, this folk Viking band which had been established in 2019 and released a strong single, Valborgsnat, in 2020. How was the band formed, Morten, and how did you guys have decided to baptize the band as VANSIND?
It feels very good to be mentioned in the same sentence as these other great bands. So we were established in 2019, and originally it was a project that was established by Danny, our drummer, and Rikke, who plays keyboards and flutes and bagpipes and all sorts of stuff, because they felt that the Danish metal scene had room for another folk metal project. Huldre, as you mentioned, had just stopped at that point, and some of the other bands were a bit laid back in terms of touring and production, so it seemed to be the right time then. And Danny, like I said to you earlier, he knows just about everybody on the Danish metal scene, so he actually reached out to the rest of us and brought us together.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you mean to say that Huldre is not longer active?
Unfortunately, Huldre are no longer active, yeah. But Nana, who was the singer, started a new band called Ettir instead. And if you like Huldre, you're going to like Ettir, I'm sure.
Yeah, I really need to check it out. I mean, also folk metal?
Also folk metal, yeah. And a cello player.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to shake it up a bit.
Morten, how was the first single, Valborgsnat, been received?
It was released about a year ago, as I recall, Just the night before last night was Walpurgis night, and Valborgsnat is the Danish term for that, coincidentally. It was received all right. I mean, it was released by ourselves, and whatever publicity we could get it. Recently, we have gone into a collaboration with a promoter, and that has helped a bit on the exposure. Oh, that has helped a lot, actually. But overall, I think Valborgsnat was received quite well, considering that we were very new at the time.
Okay, very great. To continue with this interview, Morten, as we said, the band was formed in 2019 in the town of Slagelse. Overall is to say that all the members of VANSIND understand their craft and are professional musicians. Morten, could you please present us the band's current lineup?
Yeah, sure, I can. Well, we're a band of 7 members. So we have drums, Jelsgaard, who is, I think, probably the one with the most routine in terms of playing in different bands and on different CDs and LPs and such. He's been active for probably 20 years. Rikke plays keyboards and whistles, tin whistle and bone whistle, and knows how to play the bagpipe and all sorts of stuff. We have a couple of guitarists, Gustav Solberg and Thor Hansen, myself on bass, and 2 vocalists, a male vocalist, Joachim Asgaard, and a female vocalist, Burglin.
On March 26, 2021, the band have released their first EP, 1013, which titles refers to the year of the Danish king Svartsot and his looting of England in 1013, and the events follow with his death. Morten, could you please brief us everything about this EP?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's a 3-song EP, as you said, called 1013, Fra Fremmed Kyst, and Farefulde Færd, and Gæstebudet. And as all the lyrics do, they revolve around the Viking times, Viking mythology, and sort of historical events. That's where we find our inspiration to these things. And so these 3 songs here are all sort of tied in with that story of Sven Folkbeard and the looting of England and some things that happened after he died and his sons had to divide the empire between them and such.
To my understanding, the band have released this EP through Nightcrawler promotion, Morten. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I mean, is this correct or not? And if it's yes, how did you nail this deal with this record label?
It is true that it's released with Nightcrawler promotion. Although Nightcrawler is not, to my knowledge, a record label, it's a promotional agency. And that's the deal we made with them when it came to releasing this EP. Because we knew that although we have some contacts, it would give us a much greater exposure to have a collaboration with a promotion agency. And Søren from Nightcrawler is someone who Danny knew and contacted. And we had a few meetings with him and we just went with it. And it's been working very well so far.
Talking about this EP, you guys have made it available in different formats as well, besides the digital format and just the CDs?
It's not gone to print yet. So far, it's available digitally and on streaming services, but certainly at some point we are going to provide you with some sort of print, probably a CD version, at least to begin. Yeah.
Okay. How about the cover artwork? Who did it?
The cover art is a public domain thing. I actually can't remember precisely who painted it, but it's in the style of some 1800s painters. Someone like a Danish-Norwegian painter called Louis Moe, who made a lot of these black and white, Viking-themed, Norse mythology-themed pictures. And we had to choose a style to go with. And we just like that. It's a romantic thing. And I guess what we're doing we're not playing folk music. We're playing sort of a hybrid, folk metal hybrid. And so we choose a bit more artsy or romantic approach to the Viking theme with regards to artwork.
You know, it's very attractive. I mean, the first minute you take a look at this cover, you want to go in to see, hey, what this is all about, Morten. So people start digging, to see what kind of music you guys represent.
I'm happy you think that. That's why we chose it. It speaks to you, I think. The artwork tells a story, and we try to do that with the music as well.
Okay. Should everything runs as planned and the vaccination going on the proper way and fast, naturally, VANSIND set sail to dangerous journey towards a new horizon and to meet the band in Valhalla during the last part of 2021 or beginning 2022. They will invade Copenhagen, Roskilde, Aarhus, and many other places. I mean, Morten, could you please tell us more about the band's future plans?
Certainly. Well, the future plan is first and foremost to get started again, because this last year has been difficult and our rehearsal space has been closed and the shows that we were scheduled to make were cancelled or rescheduled. So first and foremost, it's about starting up, and we're starting up with a mini tour where we play 3 gigs in 2 days in Copenhagen and Aarhus, and then Rønne, which is on Bornholm. So that is 3 gigs in 24 hours. And then we have later in the year in Roskilde and in December and in Odense. So these are the 5 shows we've planned so far for 2021. And, well, we're starting to contact different venues and hear about playing in 2022. So hopefully it's going to be a lot of shows over the next year, and quite possibly another EP, or who knows, maybe even a record.
So what can I say? Do you believe that we will be able to see you guys, in Copenhagen?
On Copenhagen? Oh, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be fantastic. I would love to play Copenhagen, certainly. But, why not? Why not? I don't see why not.
Have you been there as just a fan?
Yeah, sure. Number of times.
You know, like one of the festivals that I always wanted to go is Inferno in Norway, and I was going to go there. I was booked to go there last year, but the COVID strike and I had to cancel everything. Everything was canceled then. But yes, another festival that I really want to go is Copenhagen. Tell me, how is this festival? I mean,
Well, it's a typical music festival, if you will, but I mean, it's a different beast, though, with only metal acts and only metal fans, because you get to meet all these different people from all these different walks of life and all kinds of age groups, like in any show you go to, like any festival you go to, but this is just all in the name of heavy metal on different kinds of heavy metal like you wouldn't believe. It's a fantastic thing, and it's very varied.
You're talking about 2-night festival?
Yeah, 2 nights and 3 days of music, I guess.
Okay.
Starting in the afternoon on one day, and then through one night, and then through the next night, yeah?
Okay, but are you talking about a big festival?
Well, what is big? I think the last one they sold 15,000 tickets, I think.
Wow.
Something like that. I think it's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. And you have all kind of band or just extreme metal?
No, all kinds of bands. Huldre played there, and Iron Maiden has played there, King Diamond has played there, Dying Fetus has played there. It's all sorts of things, and punk rock this, and death metal that, and black metal.
Okay. All right, to go to the last part of this interview, the 7-piece band featuring very strong melodic guitar riffs and interplay of the growls and the clean female vocals with a hint of underlaying keyboards. These newcomers to the Viking metal scene, are ones to watch. So I highly recommend you to check them out and to buy this new EP, 1013. 3 great songs. I mean, I heard them all. Very great, and I love it. That's why I said, okay, it's time to contact the guys, because we really need to promote them. You guys deserve to be promoted, Morten. And I want to thank you for doing such a great music. And I want to thank you for, open doors for us, Madam Messiah Radio. Once again, Morten, I want to thank you very much for having made this interview possible. I want to hand you over the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio for you to invite all your friends to support the band, to buy, this great new EP, as I said. And I'm going to hand you over the microphone to thank whoever you want to thank.
Well, thank you first and foremost, Jacobo, and Metal Messiah Radio International for this opportunity. We are very happy to talk to you and to have our voices be heard on the other side of Big Ocean. And thanks, of course, all the people who have helped us and supported us and followed us on the social media platforms. We've played 1 gig so far last autumn. We are looking forward to playing many more and hope to see you all there. And last, I think a special thank you to Søren Weiss from Nightcrawler Promotion and to those people who helped us make our EP, 1013. Notably, I think Christian Emil Øgier, who did the mixing and mastering.
Before we leave, Morten, please say hello to Joachim for me. Say hello to Burglin for me. Say hello to Gustav. Say hello to Thor. Say hello to Rikke. And yes, a big hug to Danny for me as well, please.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
And once again, I wish you all the best with the band. I hope to see you guys on the road finally. And all the best with this great new EP. 10, 13, and I can't wait, believe me, I can't wait to hear back from you guys. And like you said, maybe, who knows, with a full-length album.
Yeah, we hope so. Let's see what happens over the next year or so, yeah?
So I'm going to give you the last word. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you all. Metal on and keep it real, yeah?
Okay. Martin, thank you once again for this interview. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And like I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.